Hello people of the internet, welcome back to Brakken Landing, and welcome to episode 2 of Brakken Landing. That sounded weird, but whatever. So, if you need a recap, last episode we built this entrance area, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, I did correct some of those mistakes I made, so I fixed those things right there. There's no clippage in that, and what else was it? The speakers over here are fixed. And it looks nice. Why did I click that? Okay. But yeah, as you can see, the sightline has changed and we have a coaster. And it is in fact a corkscrew coaster. Now, I had so much ambitions for this. I was going to do something way bigger. I had the layout built. It's actually just underneath this parking lot. I'll show you that in a little bit, but you know, it didn't feel right. It felt like too big and it wanted to exist now. And that may sound weird, but like, it felt like it would have wore through the track and it would have sort of ripped itself apart by now, so it would have been defunct. But this isn't defunct for good reason, because it's a near clone of the Carolina Cyclone at Carowinds, just modified a little bit. But yeah, it looks really nice. I really like this one. So yeah, let's go through the layout. You drop down out of the station, do a bit of straight track before you turn 180 degrees into the lift hill. Then you go up to the top, go into a turn for you drop down the 53-degree drop. That is exact, it's 53 degrees. And then you go into two back-to-back vertical loops, the second one being lower than the first, but identical profiling. Now, the loop profiling might not be exact to what arrows are, which makes them technically wrong, but whatever, I'm too lazy to get the exact profiling. That would take way too long. So yeah, then you do a little hop up into a turn, which you can see. Let's just look at it, because it takes this element with some speed. Looks really nice. Yeah. Then you do the little awkward turn as a double corkscrew. And then you do a little turn, graceful turn into a pretty intense helix. Yeah, then you do a graceful turn into the final brake run. Now, I did go with 7 car trains for this era. This is what Carolina Cyclone uses, and usually I do 6 car trains because it just looks nicer in the station, because there's this giant gap at the end. And with 6 car trains, you can just delete this entire segment and have just that. It looks nicer. But I did make the design decision to just go with 7 car trains and look more realistic. Now, you will notice I am using a mod to get rid of the paint decals. It looks fine with the paint decals, I think, but whatever. Looks nice for the video. So the queue just goes simply around underneath the corkscrew, which is exactly what I did for Menrick Park. I'm thinking I'm going to put lockers right here. Maybe I'll put ride photos like right here or something. I don't know. I don't want to interrupt the sight line. That's the thing. Try and be careful and not ruin the sightlines. But I might put the ride photos right here. It's a nice spot for it. Or I could like make it a small building and just like put it like right here, so it's not ruining it too much. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, the queue's right here. You enter underneath the corkscrew, go under right here. There will need to be some safety netting right here so you don't get hit by anything. You do a nice little gentle turn into right next to the start of the ride. Before you go down this way, do a couple switchbacks into a ramp, which will lead you up to the station, which is a very simple station. I haven't done it yet. I'm thinking I'm going to do something inspired by Vortex's station at Kings Island. That has a really nice looking station. But yeah. So as you can see, I did fully custom support this, and I used the Arrow truss supports because that's what this would have. And it looks nice. So yeah. Now here at the trailer track, I'm not going to be doing a dedicated maintenance area. I am only going to be using this. So this is basically just a spot to store the train. You wouldn't really do any maintenance there. You'd probably see all the maintenance done just in the station while the ride is closed. And if necessary, they just like take the trains off the tracks and just remove it somewhere else. But yeah, it works, so yeah. Just looking at the entrance, you can see it right there. It just sits very well. So yeah, it takes a little. It's pretty compact too. I don't have any flat rods yet over here. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna add one, or not here. Maybe add like a top spin or a KMG afterburner. Not really sure. But yeah, I'm gonna cut to the next update right now, and I will see you in a moment when that update is complete. Alright, so here we are in the middle bit of the episode update, and we have a lot done here. So I've added a bunch of trees and stuff in the ride area. It looks really nice. I've added cameras to the lift hill. Looks nice. I like it. I haven't really done much over here for the ride area itself. I did add fencing on the outside of it. So now you can't just run in and get hit by it. I do have to add some right here though. You could probably still get hit by the hit by the train right there. Now, this area I'm a little bit iffy on. I did just use the in-game fencing. I might have to do some custom fence though, because this looks a little unsafe and you might be able to just jump in to ride area. But then again, there is a fence right here. I mean, I don't know. I'm a little iffy on that. Might have to add in a taller fence right there. But I did the station. We got this structure sort of inspired by Fury 325's station and stuff. It just looks really nice. I used brick on the bottom. It's nice. I've used I layered out with concrete. Then use these art shapes or these TMTK beams, and made that. And then I used this TMTK metal roof to make a roof. So yeah, looks really nice. I still gotta do some work on the station. I have the ride-out booth right here, where I use some concrete, computer right there, and a just normal operator booth. I do gotta add actually detail the station because it's not done yet, as you see. It's just there's pretty much nothing in there. But what I have done is this gift shop, which looks pretty nice. There's just no staff member here. I think he might have quit. I'm not really sure. I don't even know if I'm quitting on, but you know, I'm trying to actually play the game and not just use God mode to just do everything. But yeah, it looks really nice. I just copied a bunch of assets from the other gift shop, and this one right here, it looks really nice, so I just used it again. Yeah, if I can use it again, why not just use it again? No reason not to. But yeah, I did decide to make this not really a square building and just give it a little jut out right there. It looks pretty nice. But here we have the restaurant, which I only started a couple hours ago. It's not done yet, as you can see. Still got to do a lot of work inside of it, specifically. But then again, most of it's actually done. I mean, I got to do detailing back here, mulch over here. I do got to put the path cover over on this path yet. I just haven't done that. Don't put the path cover on the path yet. I haven't done that yet. I don't know what my camera is. Yeah, my camera's messed up. I don't know why. But yeah, I put the bins out. Looks really nice, and I also populated populated the guests. I populated the park with 1,250 guests, just like I see from the queue. It looks really nice. It'll look thinner because we're gonna put a coaster right here. That's gonna be a lot better than this one because this coaster is pretty classic. So I'm looking at the lore of the area. I'm thinking it's gonna be this coaster would have been built, faded away, and pretty much got forgotten here until it reached 30 years old or something, and then, or maybe 40, I'm not really sure, and then just got repainted and spruced up the area a little bit, and added this double gondola swing right here because, yeah, that's the flat ride I went with for the reason. But it looks really nice. I added this lake here. I just wanted to break up the area, so it's hard to see a station from the main entrance. Just for immersion. Why is there litter? There is not really pins over here. That's kind of my fault, but you know, where are the janitors? I might have to hire more janitors. Why is he inside the engine? Oh my goodness, these guests and the staff. They make me die sometimes. It's hilarious. But yeah, I did just elect to use the in-game stuff right here. I do got to make my own supports for this, but I used the in-game patch so I can use the fencing, and I just covered it up. So this is the asphalt queue or whatever, I think. Don't really know, but I just covered it up with TMTK concrete so I can make it look nice. So yeah, since you go right underneath the support structure right there to get into the station, you do gotta, I have to put like some effort to like make sure guests can't just jump into the ride area. I mean, like right here, this is my main where you're very close to the loops where you have potentially a hit, so I might have to just like make big fencing or something. I might just make my own fence. Not sure yet though. So yeah, I have just used short fencing right here. There's no reason to use big one. I mean, if I really want to, I could just put like rider fencing. I gotta do some research. That's my main point. I gotta do some research. But yeah, I put some netting right here because there's stationary people, and it goes right over it, which is big no. You don't want people getting hit with loose articles. I'm pretty sure this place would probably be set in like New Jersey or maybe, not really sure. But if so, I gotta make sure I'm not being too similar to Great Adventure. So I think it's probably gonna be like East Coast-ish stuff. Not sure yet. But yeah, the reason I put a netting right here, but not here, is because this is in a queue where there are stationary people. Right here, you will not loiter here because it's just an entrance into an area. There's no benches here. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna like, I might add a like turn in the planter right here, like sort of like what I did right here. Looks really nice. Just so I can like finish off right here. Sounded wrong, but who cares? Yeah, this channel's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, quick recap. I gotta like what I've been saying. I gotta put fencing right here, finish up the restaurant, do lighting, put plants in the planters, and then finish the bath there. So I will see you in a moment when I am done. And there we go. The area for Corkscrew is officially done. That is what I called the ride. It's Corkscrew now. It's a very generic name, as you might guess. But you know, Corkscrew. There's corkscrews over the path. Corkscrew seems like a good name, so we're going with Corkscrew. But yeah, the big restaurant is done. I named it Bites. That's all with a Z because we gotta be bougie about this. I was feeling nice in here. I put down some posters and stuff. Just made it so the area looks nice and spruced up. I probably should change those fan colors. Maybe I'll do that later, but you know, added these good old floodlights. They're pretty much the same ones that I use in Menor Park, except I changed the lights to these firehouse floodlights, which I think look really nice. So I'm gonna use those now. So I named the flat ride backflip. It just looks. It's an okay name. You know, it's fine. But yeah, I didn't give this gift shop a name. If you want to give it a name, I don't really care. But yeah, that corks. It's just so classic and janky. I love it. But yeah, now the station has its detailing. The other side of the the other right up over there is ready and built. Staff members are in. Like there wouldn't be a I did say this. There's not gonna be a maintenance area. This is just so you can hold the other train on the piece of track, and you'd really do all maintenance in the station. So yeah. So you saw me last time pumping 1,000 guests to the park, and holy crap, this queue fills up being the only coaster in the park right now. Both these rides queues actually fill up. It's kind of crazy. But you know, yeah. Does that tree hit it? Oh. No, it doesn't. Alright, we're chilling. Whew. I didn't want to have to move that tree. The tree looks nice. But yeah, I did change this so it's now turning. There's a little bit of clippage right there, but like, you know, it's fine. You barely notice it, as I pointed out. So, yeah. Yes, it looks so good. I love it. But yeah, I really wasn't sure about this build until like right now. I really like it. It just sits so well. I did change the park map again. Not really change the park map, but I just changed the terrain. So now we're at Center Lake, and we're gonna go around it. But that does make a challenge for Coaster that's gonna come in this very big area. So yeah. Anyway, this is the area for next week. I wonder if you can guess based off this stuff right here. That's all you're gonna get. If you can guess that, you are a nerd. So yeah. So we have all these construction walls. Pardon our appearance. I'm gonna be reusing this just to give myself a mock-up of where I want the ride to be, because I don't want to extend too far out. Because I gotta conserve space, because we're gonna try and squeeze 10 coasters into this and not go down to the lake. So I'm only gonna have, I think, one coaster go back down here, and I'm gonna be very careful with that one because I don't want to go over the lake. I feel like sort of like a Hershey Park situation where they couldn't, for like Great Bear, they couldn't build footers inside the lake or river. I'm not really sure what it is. So they had to like make really weird foundations and supports, which looks really nice. But I'm gonna try and stay like out of the water full force with what's gonna come here, which should be fine because it's gonna be a twister layout coaster, and I think it could look good on the lake. I did have an idea to have like a town up here, but I don't think that's gonna work because, well, you know, it's pretty close to the park. And the park will probably own this land. But yeah, maybe I'll do that, I'm not really sure. I could just like put it like at the very top and just flatten out all of this. Flatten this hill entirely. Just put like a little pathway down here. Make it look nice, you know. Make it feel alive in the world. Yes. Maybe. Not real sure. But, you know, for this episode, I think we're doing good for this park. It just sits really well on the sightline. Just look at this. This just sits amazingly. Just like from guest point of view. Just like get on their level right here. If you're standing over here, you can just like see it poking over. Yeah. I'm like, even if you're right here, you can just see like the loops and the top of the tail poking through the sightline, and I think that's the corkscrew right there. Yeah, it is. It looks really nice. I love this ride. Never been on an Arrow Corkscrew in my life, but I love it. It's so nice. Now, there is some changes I would like to make, but I'm not going to do it now. I probably should have made not corkscrew, this helix a little more drawn out, so I can, like, accentuate the G-force a little better. Because now it's, like, a solid stain, like, 3.5 Gs or something like that. And I probably would have, like, made this a little less aggressive. It's a little bit extreme right there. Now, I did do this little strategy right here. I thought this was smart. So what I did was I put lights on the fencing, and then I used a cable to connect it to a power box. You'd have to have these supplied with electricity, so by putting it into one box right here, you're pretty much good. I did it right here as well. Funny I say that because I did this one first and then I did that, so whatever. But yeah. Corkscrew. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next week where we do our coaster over there. I do have a theme and a name for it already, so yeah, it's gonna be nice. Alright, well, I'll see you next week, guys. See ya.